Hey guys, welcome back to Just a Geek in the Garage. Today I want to talk about this multi-use saw set from Pittsburgh. It is item number 71277. This thing is fairly new. I think it came out in the last few weeks, maybe month or so. I saw this on a trip to Harbor Freight a while back, and caught my eye because it's green and it was a bit different from the previous set that they sold that had some similar parts. But I decided to hold off, and then this weekend, Harbor Freight happened to be having one of their sales, like they have every weekend. But this sale was the 30% off of anything below 20 bucks. This thing is normally 15, so I was able to pick this thing up for pretty cheap. So I decided, let's go for it and see, what it's like. As you can see, this is what it comes with. It comes with this 12-inch hacksaw, which appears to be made out of some kind of cast metal. And then it has two settings. You can put it here for the regular just 90-degree cuts, or you can undo the wing nut here and put the blade down here, and it becomes a 45-degree cut. So which is pretty nice. It comes with a just regular 10-inch hacksaw, and then it comes with this drywall saw as well. And then it comes with 6 extra blades, 3 for the 10-inch, which are all going to be the same 10-inch by half-inch by 24 teeth. And then for the 12-inch version, it comes with an extra 24 tooth and then 2 18 tooth as well. So depending on what kind of material you're working on, has a few different options for you. Now, if you're anything like me, in general, I'm not grabbing for a manual saw anymore. Usually I'm going to be using some kind of Sawzall, whether it's a Milwaukee type brand or Ryobi, Craftsman, whatever it happens to be, depending on the size of what I'm cutting. But you know what? It is nice to have these around. You never know. Every once in a while, I do need to cut something small. Sometimes, if anything, I'll use these for things like plastic, just so I don't melt the plastic using a power tool versus just a hand tool. So, the quality on these seem pretty decent, but are they worth, to upgrade if you have kind of the predecessor to this? So when I got this home, what I basically realized was this is basically a replacement for a set that they already had there. And the way I realized that is I went to go grab my Portland hacksaw, which is, if you know, also a Harbor Freight brand. And I mean, it is literally identical. Every piece of it, every part of it, even this down to the saw, everything looks identical, with the only exception being, it's labeled Portland, and it's yellow instead of green. So I went back to look, okay, what came with this set? So this one came with some similar features. So it came, same thing with a drywall saw, although I think the grip on the new one is much nicer. So, there are a few upgrades from the previous one, but there's also one big kind of downgrade. Also came with this hacksaw. This thing, it looks like it's metal, but it's all plastic. So this one I think is plastic as well. I can't 100% tell. Actually, no, I think the silver part is metal and the grip is plastic. But either way, it's a little bit more robust than the old version. So for these two, well, this one's identical. These two I feel are upgrades. But then one drawback is that the previous one, which I really like because I tend to get, I have a ton of these Sawzall type blades, is it came with a handle for a Sawzall blade. And so you can basically just put the blade in there. Let me do that off camera just so I can kind of get it in. And yeah, you can just get the blade in there, use it, and then you got a bunch of different options that you can use. So it's missing this one piece, but it did also come, the previous set came with just a bunch of extra 12-inch hacksaw replacement blades. It didn't come with any replacements for the 10-inch. So, is this set worth it? It depends, right? So if you don't need this guy, everything else I believe on it is a bit of an upgrade outside of the regular hacksaw. Just because, like I said, the fit and finish and the quality seems to be a little bit better. And especially if you can get it for, 30% off, what would that be? About $4.50, if my math is correct. So just right around $10.50. I think this is a pretty good deal just to have, just in case for emergencies. However, if you already have the old Portland set, And you don't care about color or anything like that, I say skip this set and just stick with the Portland set, because even though yes, this handle might be a little bit nicer than this handle, they're both at the end of the day going to do their job pretty much just as well. So tell me, what do you guys think? Is this an actual upgrade or is it a downgrade because it's missing that one piece? And would you pick it up for full price or would you wait for a sale? So please leave in the comments what you guys think about this. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe.